Now, Kamala Harris, I think we've missed talking about her. She's been on a media blitz, I should say, and she claims that she should have thrown Joe Biden under the bus, well, a lot earlier in a roundabout way. She said that she had a certain responsibility to tell Joe Biden not to run, but engaged in recklessness because she didn't want to be seen as self-serving. Let's just take a listen to Kamala Harris.
Whose decision should that have been? How should that decision have been made?
So when I write this, it's because I realize that I have and had a certain responsibility that I should have followed through on. Which is, and so when I talk about the recklessness, as much as anything, I'm talking about myself. There was so much, as we know, at stake. And as I write, you know, where my head was at the time is that it would come off as being completely self-serving.
If you said to President Biden that you did not think he should run again.
Yeah, or even that he should question whether it's a good idea.
Alex, to be honest with you, I think I'm a little bit triggered. You know, we've seen so many hours of Kamala Harris doing interviews and doing press conferences, and she's just not making a lot of sense. The long pause, you can see her brain kind of ticking along. And, well, anyway, that was her excuse for not knifing Biden earlier. It's just she didn't want to appear self-serving. Do you buy any of that?
Are you kidding me? You think you're triggered? She was literally almost the president of the country that I'm living in. Yes, I'm triggered. I mean, the fact that Joe Biden was a walking corpse for the entirety of his term as president. And then on top of that, when she was on the campaign trail, The View asked her, you know, what would she change about her term as vice president? And she literally didn't have the gusto, the courage, the integrity to even say we should have zigged when we should have zagged, or, you know, we should have done this a different way. Yeah. So she's a spineless coward, and our country is so much better off that she is not president. And she literally could not even run a concession stand at a youth football game. She obviously could not run the United States of America. No. So talk about triggered. Yes, I'm triggered that people like this, DEI candidates, make it to basically the top level of our government, all because the color of their skin or their gender instead of a meritocracy based on their talent.
Well, Alex, let's trigger you some more. Kamala Harris has continued her media blitz. Here's a bit more of what you get to say.
And right now we are dealing with, as I called him at my speech on the ellipse, a tyrant. We used to compare the strength of our democracy to communist dictators. That's what we're dealing with right now in Donald Trump. And these titans of industry are not speaking up.
Alex, she's had so much time to come up with new material. I mean, she's had such a long time, but she's still running with communist dictator.
I mean, she would love it. If Trump was a communist dictator, she would be so happy. She would be ecstatic. So she's such a liar and a fraud. I mean, she loves Karl Marx more than anybody on this planet, probably. So trust me, if Donald Trump is actually a communist, she would support him and be a part of his cabinet. Donald Trump's the opposite of a communist, and she is using what is called projection because she's guilty of that. That's her brain can't really form an independent thought, so she can only use projection, accusing her opponent or her nemesis of what she truly is. And she's a communist Marxist.
Alex Stein, thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour. Always so much fun to talk to you. Really appreciate it.
Talk to you again soon. Thank you for having me.